What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Sorry I wasn't live sooner. I got like this deep fatigue. Maybe it's like, maybe I'm stressed about putting an opinion on YouTube. That might legitimately be what it is. But here we are regardless. My plan is basically to watch Glaciating and Speed playing this character
Michael, look at it.
and link my opinions up that way. What's up, extra support? Miary opinions. Appreciate the 9 months, man. Thank you. I want to see what it looks like when he has his character kind of figured out. Oh, he's fighting Speed. Perfect. Oh, perfect, perfect. Okay. Trying to hit X on the recap thing? Fuck you. Why so aggressive, bro? You better read my 35 stream streak. Hello, feed, doing my part to keep Portland weird, one sus blonde woman at a time. I don't think my blonde woman taste is sus at all. It's very vanilla, if anything. Anyways, 35 streak is pretty fire. I'm glad they don't kill your streak anymore when I like start stream for like a quarter second and then restart it to fix the title. I feel like that was kind of lame when it killed the stream streak. One sus blonde woman custom. Oh, I see. That makes a big difference, actually. My fault. My fault, my fault. Zadiel, thank you for the 20 months.
This guy's a molester.
Trinity, thank you for the 18. Miari's jiggle physics changed my life. Yeah, that might be a factoid to keep to yourself, but I'm happy for you, I guess. It makes it make more sense for sure, yeah. 1+2 is a cool button. Whoa. He tried to duck and got put in the mix. How'd he get this launch? Jab float. Wow. Down 3, double backdash whiff, and then whiff punish. That went pretty far. That was cool. It's kind of like a Sonic Fang, but it's 15 frames. Cool button. What's up, Senibaj? Think she would join your Arsenal character? I don't like her backdash. So that kind of gets in the way. But she is fun to play. I think in particular, she's fun to play when there's a skill gap. And you're the better player. Nice whiff punish. This expulsion guy is locked in. Oh, dash 3-2 whiff punish. Cool. Counter hit. I'm trying to prepare my talking points also. Yeah, versus viewers type shit. Yeah, yeah. Damn, damn, damn. Also, my hair is almost grown out enough for the Noctis cosplay that we subathoned last year. Crazy, huh? I know it doesn't look that way, but that's because my hair is like tucked back and stuff. So we'll do that, and then I'll start getting my hair cut for my wedding. Nice duck. Thought glaciating deleted Tekken 8. He usually reinstalls when a new character comes out. Oh. Oh. You can invite us to the ceremony? There are even like friends I can't invite to the ceremony, unfortunately, because we have so much family coming. The even in like I just needed to make it clear how 0% of a chance that was. Wedding stream? I think every wedding stream has led to a divorce, no? Like every streamed wedding. Put us in the corner on a large scrolling screen? Hell nah, bruh. That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I've heard. Are you gonna say hell yeah like he does after his rager? I'm wondering if I'll play Tekken 7 that day. It's true for all the streamer weddings. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a big factoid. Wedding streams give me secondhand embarrassment. I mean, part of me thinks it'd be cool, but some separation is good too. Does this have that tracking? Like, kinda? No, it doesn't. It just has a weird trail effect that kind of looks like it does have that tracking. What's up, Ralph Black? Been a minute. How you doing? Okay. She doesn't have like a strong homing approach tool, does she? Everything is steppable. There's a Tekken setup at the wedding. The chat can watch that only. Yeah, I was gonna see if I could rent like a tag 1 cabinet or something. I feel like that'd be cool. Because I brought a Tekken 8 setup. It'd be a bit of a wash. But if I brought like a game that like nobody has played, or like not recently, you know, feels too parasocial to watch a streamer's wedding. That's fair enough. Our wedding is gonna be big though, so like it already is kind of like there will be people there I've never met, which is rough. But you know, that's family, and that's an Asian family wedding for you. Nice whiff punish. Oh my god, that killed. Stephen S. Three one, huh? Wow. Sidewalk right on what? On the 1-2. Yeah, back 2-3 is homing, but it's like low reward. The cool part about our homing moves is they're like low reward.
That's why I'll never forgive the Japanese.
Is up 4-3 homing?
Get like them good treats.
Thank you, Billy Fisherman. I appreciate the 9 months. Is this like homing or pseudo homing? Oh, this is basically homing. Let's see. +7. I didn't. Oh no, -7. I need to just get on the right side, bruh. Yeah, all of our homing moves are like minus. It's steppable, but you'd have to be really early. It's not homing. It's actually not homing at all. Yeah, up forward 3 is not homing. This down forward 3 is the homing one. Literally homing. This button is pretty good, but on block it's not that good. -9, so there's like mental frames on that. Nice. While standing 4. How plus is while standing 4? +7. So at +7, this doesn't track, which is really nice. Oh, sidestep 2 is a counter hit launcher. Wow, look at this. While standing 4 +7, and she's oh my god, that was what it was. Step down forward 1 after. Saw that up 3 is +27 normal hit and gives something on counter hit audibly gassed. Up 3 is mainly a heat move though, right? These are the notes I'm writing down. I don't know how many of these we'll keep, but these are my talking points. Young Fee, Big D. What's up? In some animations, super real, some are silly. Backdash is whack. Yeah, this is cool. What is my Alt F6? What happened? It opened a thing, but then it stuck. Okay. Can I move this or? Okay, weird. Thing just broke. To pretend that's not there. I have a window that's like a ghost window and I can't like get rid of it. And it's blocking my chat. Do I know Spanish? Yeah, but I'm not fluent. New Avatar gameplay? I've only seen a little bit of it. Oh, okay, that's good. This Twitch window is still so quiet. That a little better? Damn. Oh, ah, nice.
No stance or stance.
One, two, two counter hit. Nice.
The fuck?
Oh,
What
side
the
jump.
fuck?
Oh my god, speed is jumping around. Up 246, Chris. 1+2 is cool. What's the tracking on that power crush? Oh, okay. You just stepped at a bad time. Oh, you got counter hit. Steven S is not speed. Am I tripping? Besides that. That's the custom he was using. Or the preset he was using. He was streaming this? Yeah, alright. This has a yapping. Whoa, orbital attempt. I lied for fun, my bad. Uh-huh. These combos. I told him that day you should test it off of DF4. You know what I'm saying? DF4 into stance is crazy though. What are the frames on that? Oops. -1. Wow. So this will blow you up for jabbing. Oh, never mind. Creates a lot of space. The fucked up part of the move is that it counter hit launches, but the space in it. Okay. Down back 4 not low crushing is a little annoying to me. Season 3 reveal at game. I have no idea, bruh. I'm not thinking about that for a while. I'm really putting my head down. You know, I'm really like I'm gonna put my head straight down. He said it acts like homing and then he got stepped. Funny. Yeah, the stance range is pretty important. Like that the fact that the bow stance, right? Like that interaction was pretty important, I think. Like you can't backdash it immediately, but if Like, you can't just backdash the mix-up right away, which is good, but... it'll hit you. But if she tries to frame trap you, then she loses the mix-up opportunity, which is why it's cool. Yeah, a backdashable stance is kind of nice. I don't think it auto loop. So what I should test here is this, like that. I want to test that again. So maybe I could do it even faster. Let's see. Okay, so this is homing on wake up. Does she have a flip over, a grounded flip over? It's a Miary 2, right? So the question is, oops. Down 1+2 isn't a real flip over. It's like a it's like a reset, right? I'm talking about like flip over Oki into guess again. I want to see if she has that or not, you know. Oops. I almost had an original week 1 opinion. Thanks for saving me. Oops. So I'm trying to see if you can like react to that. Like if you stay down, can you stand react? Yeah, you can stand react. So I feel like the looping mix-up game is not as scary. Oh, hold on. You can stand when that comes, and you can stay down for the others. Obviously, it's not easy. But... loop is, yeah, but if she does Miary 4, it doesn't loop, right? And that's the cool part. As soon as Miary 4 happens, it's like +6, but to do another strong mix, she doesn't have like an immediate strong mix-up right after, right? She just has advantage. That feels cool to me. Like how, like what is she threatening you with right after that? She could go into stance again. You know, it's not the craziest looping situation. You know? And I think that's pretty important. Because how'd you go into stance so quickly after Hell Sweep? Just forward 3. And I'm trying to point out here that if you delay this, then you can step it. So let's see. The recovery is like too big if you stay down, which is cool. Not this one. I need to organize which is which. I have to write down. So what I'm doing is I'm writing down which is which. I wish they could visually show you like what you did, you know? That would be a cool adjustment. All right, which is which? Uh-huh, okay. And And then I'm guessing this one I have is a sweep running 3. Oh, it's about to. Okay. Bully by Tourney with up 1+2. Seems I've blocked that. I'm ultimately guessing on low sweep while standing 1-4, or he does up 1+2 again. Up 1+2 is super linear. Isn't that like a big factor? Like, even if you block, let's see, hold on. Let me write this down. Delay running, okay. You can eat the bow 4 grounder. What does 4-3 meringue 3+4 into bow mix do? 3+4?
Look at the screen, Michael. Michael, look at it.
Can you react and jab her in time? I don't know about react. You know, like, I'm pretty sure she has... Like, the whole point of, like, this transition is, like, you're already expecting to guess right away for the 2. So I would be very surprised if you could react to that. Without dying to other stuff. It would be like a pseudo read. So after sweep. So like... Maybe? I doubt it, because if I'm looking to block Meringue 2, like, look at this. I trade. You know? Like, I feel like it's maybe. Because I'm delaying my wake up to avoid the running move. She does this. And you try to jab. If you're doing delayed wake up, I think it'll be too late. You know? If you're instantly waking up, maybe. Anyways, what was the other situation? Up 1+2. Into... Wait, what was it? Up 1+2, sweep 1+4. Yeah. So the up 1+2 is good on block, right? But the risk is that up 1+2 is linear as fuck. You see that? Like, even like a small sidestep in neutral is getting out of the way. You could barely sidestep left and you're out of there. But you can accidentally sidestep it. She gets punished way heavier than the rest of the roster. That's a very sweeping statement. I think what is better to say is that there is risk associated with playing her mix-up game, and she tends to have lower damage based on what I've seen. She tends to have lower damage, so she has to win a lot of interactions. Yeah. Her homing moves, yeah, her homing moves are low reward are very low reward and give up turn. They're like, they follow the old logic of homing moves. Back 2-3 is really good though. But back 2-3 is giving up reward also, you know. Hit the bachata to make the sub go. I gotta take some classes. But I do want to dance more for sure. Alright, what was I doing? Okay. Sweep, delay running 3. I should have organized this better. What is this? Okay, so instant running 3. Why is that emote's a big ghost of hero? I think put some points into that one. I need to check my notes on what is stepped which way. Um 4421, let's see. Or high damage is execution locked. This is like linear, no? Yeah, I feel like her stepping makes a lot of sense. I'll put that down, sure. Stronger tracking versus sidestep left. Okay, that's what I have written down. In the move list, it doesn't say. In the move list, it doesn't say. I just checked it. Running 2-1. It just says chip damage on block. But it looks like it has that trail, you know? Up 3 can also track sidestep left. Yes, yes. So I have a list. I have a list of stuff here for what tracks what. Doing a fee plays video. I don't think I'm good enough to yap about the character while I do it. But yeah, she has... Let's see. What stuff leads into her full crouch mix? This is a good thing to test. I think this is homing. Yeah. What else leads into full crouch? Down back 3. Yeah, well, down back 3 on hit is +5, so I'm trying to see like I think sidestep left is the general way. Oh, down 3 is a good test. Yeah, you can step left. Yeah. Cool. Oh, while sending 2 tracks after that? Damn. Yeah, so like the general trend I'm seeing is that high reward stuff tracks sidestep left, and then the low reward stuff track sidestep right, you know? So like, so as a defender, you go right or you go left for most of her moves, and then you go right for high reward stuff. But I'm trying to make sure that's the real generalization. Yeah. Like you step left to shut down her pokes, and then if she has you stepping left, she can down forward 2 you, she can up 3 you, she can do this, she can do that if she really wants to. Yeah. QCF1 doesn't really track well anyways, does it? I have it as sidestep left. Bruh. It's step right. Step right. Oh, I just had it in the wrong one. I don't think it does. The second hit does, which is funny. Yeah. Kind of corny. Sidestepping relative to your character or your opponent? Sorry, I'm new to Tekken. No problem. Usually people say as the defender, which way do you go? Yeah, no. I think up 3 is your main move. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this is pretty cool. Scary to step when she's in heat because of up 3, yeah. Does sidestep left duck beat most options? She has up 3. Plus 27, Jesus. Yeah. What's up, Guts Mishima? You'll die for down jabbing here, right? Yeah. Does she have to go into stance after this? Can you choose not to? Oh, you hold back. Hold back to not go into stance. And it's still plus 6. That's cool. Oops. Cool. The cool, basically, this is like, it's very Tekken at so far, okay? So far, it feels very Tekken in the sense that you have to read her buttons, she has to read your movement. You know. I know these moves are like very, maybe it's clear to you, but even now, I have a hard time discerning these two moves. You know. Thank you, cue ball. Yeah, I still left. Yeah, the sound is definitely how you do that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Step right for that. I think the low is homing though. Thank you. Yeah, the low is tracking. Her highest reward buttons are down forward 2, down forward 4, and this button, right? And punish. Pseudonym, cheers. I appreciate you locking in. Her highest reward buttons are this. Sidestep 2, counter hit launch, yeah. Down back 3 is down by 3 is counter hit. Full crouch low. Forward 2 seems cheap. It seems cheap, right? But nobody spammed it against me yet. Oh my god. It's linear, but depending on her dash timing, it's a little weird. While standing 3. Oh, yeah. That I didn't test that. Let's see. Step left. Cool. Yeah, this character is pretty cool. What's up, Clutch Nova? Full crouch down 4-4 does track both sides, yeah. But you spend the risk of being launch punishable, you know, so. Let's watch more. I think the big one is like, she's not like a looping situation character. And even if she loops the situation, the like risk reward is not there unless you have a good read on your opponent, no? Nice. Mixed. Looping stitching like while sending forward? No, like the old like Leo running 3 into the low or Jin running 3 into stance, you know? Into dive kick, into the other dive kick. Yeah, yeah. Like you have to know what your opponent is doing to get looping reward. No punish. Oh my god. Stepped after that?
Oh my god.
Wait. What was it? I forgot the fucking situation already. Down back 3. What was the move he did after? Okay. Down back 3 does create a nasty situation. Back 1-4 is not hit confirmable. I tried. Down back 3. Dash down 3. I see. Let me use the restroom real quick. I want to remember what time we're at. 2:02:39. Okay. Alright, I'll let this play. I'll be right back. Let's watch more. Stance cancel, yeah. Dead. Crazy. Yeah, down 1+2 not being flip over is healthy for sure. See that? Like, knock down, easy to step the running 3. Forward 3, no like big reward after. Cool. If she had a better backdash, she would be so awesome. Miary up 1+2 back. Still crouch. I think she's always crouch here. Her backdash does feel terrible. No debates there. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. I can't play on pad, bro. She's always in standing after this, yeah. From playing so much Jack? I feel like Jack has a really good backdash, no? Jack's backdash is fire. It's one of the most fun in this game. In terms of like cancel speed. Her sidestep is also ass. Yeah, it feels like they nerfed her, or the movement was kind of unideal. No, I mean his Korean backdash. Unless they changed it, his backdash feels good. Which way you try to step? Oh, yeah, he tried to step right. He tried to step right. King's backdash is stupid, but it's just the single backdash. That's why King is annoying. He has a shitty backdash cancel, but the single back... Same with Lars. The single backdash is all you need. Yeah. 1+2 being a launching heat dash. It is pretty insane. Saving Grace is the button is mad steppable. But it goes towards her other strong side. The button is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of my favorite buttons. I think she needs a good backdash for the fun factor. Because she has a Tekken down forward 2 and a counter hit launch down forward 4. If she were like a mobility character, she would be really, really fun. Yeah, that move is really active. How long do they play? Yeah, the tracking on forward 2-1 is a little weird. It doesn't make sense why her movement is bad. I think, well, the speed kicks theory is that she was really offensively overtuned in development, so they gave her a shitty backdash. And then when they toned down her offense, they didn't give her back the backdash. You know? Tinfoil hat theory, but I actually believe it. Interrupt. She can't move well unless she's on a spear or a wall. We're talking about different kinds of movement. We're talking about like fast, cancelable, like Tekken movement. You're talking like high mobility, like jumping around. Yeah, that's different. The backdash being bad is like the cancel. You can't cancel quickly. You have to do like a couple single ones and really extend it. You see Glaciating's backdash here? He's barely going anywhere. 1, 2, 3. That's the lore reason? Alright. I see what you mean. Back 4. Back 4 tracks sidestep right. Oh no, you step left. Up 3 plus 4 or the wall kick? Oh. Yeah, well, if you see her do it... If you see her do it, then she does the stance transition, right? So, like, she does this, and if you're playing around the dive kick, then you do this, you know? That's the whole... I think that's the intent. Yeah, this, right? But what I'm saying is that, yeah, if you're listening for the dive kick, then she gets a free stance thing. You know? Or... that. It's like the Eddie shit. You know. Eddie or Horong. I have to pause the game or she'll start squeaking. Damn. The thing that makes her little stance cancel cooler to me than Anna's is there's no like launching mix-up after it. It's low reward mix-up unless you play good timing. Like, not having the launching low makes it very, very different. There's a guaranteed follow-up on while standing 3 on hit, right? Her mix into... from strings? Her mix into her stances? Doesn't this counter hit launch? Are we sure? Random, but this is my first Tekken. I'm learning so much from videos, even the ones from a year ago. I appreciate the time and effort you're putting out. Thank you, Mistaken. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into it, so I appreciate that. Damn! Thank you for the 5 gift subs, bro. I appreciate that. I'm glad the content has been helpful.
Michael. Michael, look at it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I missed a few. Sorry about that. Odd Omen 98. Thank you for the 10 months. Sorry I missed that. Yeah. The strings have a weakness if they go into stance, right? So it's this, but it's duckable. There's a... It's kind of like the... What? Is that what the argument I want to make, though? Because I think Fakumram is kind of like that, too, no? I'm trying to think. Also, couldn't she just delay this and kill a jab? That's so annoying. Isn't the final 2 reactable? Maybe? I'm a big... Maybe it is, but I'm a big, like, proponent of, like, for this type of character, if you're waiting for that reaction, you're already in the stance mix. You know what I mean? So if you're waiting to see her hand glow, and she does this, you're already dealing with this. Which is what the character seems to me kind of built on, you know? Maybe I'm wrong, though. Yeah. You can react to the high, but if you're waiting for the high reaction, she's in stance already, right? I feel like this comparison is honestly pretty close to Anna's. Like, it's not exactly the same, right? Like, if the Miary is only spamming this, you have options. No, last hit's not steppable. I think you'd have to power crush it. Can you stop a dick jab? Yeah, she can jump over it.
Oh yeah.
That. Not immediate,
Oh yeah.
but on delay. So if you're looking for like
Oh yeah.
the full string, right? So the better thing is like she kind of has to take decent risk to call out anything. Basically attacking is scary in more ways than just, or attacking is risky in more ways than just if they guess right. Yeah, she could cancel into, you know, so like honest Reina, you're asking to get banned. If Oral's awake, you're cooked. Anyways, I wanna speed this along. Yeah, she's like a timing character, and she doesn't have the looping stance stuff of like Victor, you know? Like her pokes are really to just get somebody to play the timing game again. I don't think they're what she wants to get in there and run the lows over and over, you know? She would rather you play to stop the lows, is my assumption. Thank you, Neo Kurama. I want to talk about the TNS run too, but I have to make progress on this. Anyways, let's watch more. I have to resist the urge to just say shit, and I have to watch the games. Nice, wow. Down 3 is step right. Down 3 is step right, or is down 3 linear? How did he step? What's the situation? Down forward 4, cancel. Down back, down 3. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I can recreate that, but we'll try. You think Miary can help you get better at learning timing? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's sidewalk, right? Is this shit for YouTube? This ain't shit, bro. This is very serious. This is very well produced, serious shit. Okay, this shit for YouTube. Wow. If you read about 1/4 side step left, but don't sidewalk left. Why does the second hit track? Oh, like it clips you. Is all this testing gonna be for a YouTube video? The YouTube video is gonna be pretty bare bones, but the notes, yeah, will be. We'll do like a more serious labbing video for the Unhinged channel, I think. Down 3, down 3, down 3. FF3, down 3. Yeah, so her like long range stuff is annoying. But it's not high reward enough. Damn. She got a fluffy tail and does the kitty cat pose. It ain't that serious. Funny. What's up, Sammy? Forward 2. Hilarious. Oh, whiff. What's up, young shark? Raw stance 3. TF11 got jabbed out. Yeah, you can power crush between forward 4-2. Is everything jabbable here? Except the power crush? What is the... 0? Everything is jabbable, no? Oh, the low, the low. Yeah, the low. The low is it. Okay. Like, in stark contrast to, say, a character like Lydia, where when you guess right on the stance, it's like, or like if you, she like loops the situation, has homing approach moves, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a distinct difference. She has a power crush, yes. Then power Morangi 3. Yeah, like, there's no reason Heaven and Earth 2 should be plus on block, you know? That's like looping offense. Does Miary have a situation like that? I can't think of one. Like, really, remember Jin doing looping dive kicks, bro? Sidestep 2. I'm not saying plus frames into stance. I'm saying plus frames into plus frames again into stance again. You know, like, if Miari Su does this, plus frames, and then does this again, there's counterplay, you know? Like, she's plus 6, sure. Does she want to run it again? Oh, wow, it tracks that way? Damn. It does, you know? And you can even walk it. Not that I would walk it because of down forward 2, right? Actually, this is a good question. Yeah, that'll track that for sure. But you can still step that. Yeah, like, there's no... Yeah, this is great, actually. Down back 1+2 into sidestep 2. Oh, no way. +3? There's no way it's tracking. Can you duck the last kick? If you block the first one. Eat forward 4-2, do anything to down forward 2? Oh, I see what you're saying. Let me finish this thought. Yeah, there's no, like, none of these are plus on block, right? Except for the... That's -3. That's -13. This is plus. This is obviously minus. Whoa. She can grab? That's fire. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay, it is.
Oh yeah.
I know we're labbing. I know these Spanish covers are fire. W plays. Like, yeah, this is a...
Oh yeah.
I like this a lot, too.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Oops.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, expected.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so if she wants to play... Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. The whole situation was this.
Bye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oops.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
is she ever going into stance with enough frames to force you to guess outside of... Or, like, to force you to take multiple plus frames? I don't think so. You know?
Oh yeah.
It's +4.
Oh yeah.
1-1-2 forward wall crush? Yeah, and that's situational with the wall existing, right? Can she go into... Yeah, running 3 and... running 3 and Heat Smash force you to guess, for sure. She has, like, the Tekken 8, like, robbery style, but it's not a consistent way to play the game. You know what I mean? Like... Like, somebody who's... If somebody beats you only doing the bow stance mixes, you probably deserve to lose. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody is beating you with this over and over, and this, you probably deserve to lose. Like, look how much damage this does. It does 38. And how much does the mid do? Yeah, let's see that. 38 and 40. So it's like, how many of those do you have to take to lose? It's a hell sweep, but it doesn't come out of neutral. It comes out of a vulnerable stance, even though it low crushes. So yeah. Is she not able to block while in either stance? I think she's hittable out of both stances. The question is this one, right? Yeah, she's hittable. Oh, I should try low. Yeah, she's hittable. 2 frames to block at a Miary, yeah. Is down back 3 just a reaction noob check? It's pretty fast, but I'm also pretty sure it will be reactable. Noob check? I don't know. More like intermediate high level check. 22 frames is pretty fast. Remember Jin 2 was an evasive counter hit launcher? It was also advancing and -14, bro, and like tracking. Like, does back 2-3 force a guess? Kinda. But the Morangi guess is not terrifying. You know? The Morangi guess is not like looping you into multiple guess situations where you just have to sit there and guess. Like, Miary, who's doing this over and over to kill you, is also not having the best time. She would rather go into this and get you to retaliate into something else, you know? Back 1-2 isn't a button, so I don't know what you mean. Sidestep 2 doesn't even force a guess? Well, kinda. You down forward 1, this interrupts. And she has opposite tracking on both sides. So it's like, it is a guess. I don't know what you mean by that, but... yeah. Don't call me Fiddle again, Latina merchant. Anyways. She's interesting. I wish her backdash... If her backdash were better, I'd play her a lot more. What were you asking about this? Are you saying this is like unsteppable? Figured you'd like her a lot because you're half Gooner. She's cool, but you know, there's more to characters than just how attractive I find them. Marine 1-2 jail? No, it doesn't jail. Alright. Cammy is an honest character. That's fucked up. I laughed. I wasn't supposed to laugh. Anyways, okay. I think I'm ready to talk about this. I'm not, I hate, you know, I understand why I'm so fatigued. I hate the idea of putting out these first impressions videos. I hate doing this. But I know people want something to, like, being real. I know people want to be told what to think, so. Will you do first impressions of everything? I hope not. It does not bring me joy to do first impression videos. I will say that. Oh, one thing I should test, I guess. Wait, a counter hit. I didn't want it to counter hit. Yeah, that doesn't work. Or maybe if I stay down on delay. No, it does not. Cool. How do you do it? Making content, everything seems so tedious. Well, it's the job, you know? It's important to take work seriously. I'll be honest, VDX, it's been more than 24 hours since Miary's launched and there's no 2.8 tier list. I'm very disappointed. Does Bao 4 QCF1? Good question. Nah, it does not. I should do this with my stick. This is way better. Okay. Alright, I think we're pretty good. Basically, what I want to show as one of the main parts of this video is like... even if you eat a hell sweep, for example, You can get up and get a punish right here. Let me make sure I have this loud. You know. Okay, you have to get up at the right time though. Like, people were overreacting. To be fair, the trailer was pretty inflammatory, okay, you know? That doesn't work. Even the guess out of this is not like lethal, you know, like even the guess if at +4 options are steppable both ways. There's more to it than just, you know, 50-50. It's like, is she going for a counter hit? Is she going for tracking? Yeah, yeah. This should be a separate page. If I don't have the frames to run, but it seems like it has good reach. I wonder if you can raw bound OK after a hell sweep. I don't think you can. Let's see. No, because you're not forced to get up. What am I doing? I'm labbing to... Even here, actually, look at this. You know? So it may be like... Actually, the way to do it would be this. That would be the way to do this. Because now I'm thinking about the... Yeah, that's the way to do that. You would do Morangi and to cancel into that. Can't react to that pull low. You're not supposed to. Right? And then if you try to do that, then this, right? So like counter hit launch. Yeah, this is cool, man. Miary while running through into Lisa, and then she single backdash the sweep. God. Yeah, she has like sequences with counterplay that introduce more mind games. Like, it's cool. All right, let's see. If I had to boil it down, down 2 is linear, no? It's linear, but it has weird tracking in the... It has weird tracking. Especially here. I'm trying to sort these notes by, like, frequency of the move. I think these are nice, like, priority moves. Best character to start with? It's the character that you think is the coolest. Tekken is such a fucked up game, and it's going to be miserable and hard and frustrating in so many ways, that your best bet is to find a character that will let you persevere. What's the best character to stop playing Tekken with? Like, you don't care about playing Tekken, you just want to win or some shit? That's, if I, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. A character so unfun, it makes them want to quit. That's insane, but understandable, I guess. Not responding. What's wrong with VLC player, man? Hello? My CPU overloaded? Where's my Miari's matchup? Here. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, she can do. Yeah, the fact that it's like a situation reset after the sweep hits is so refreshing. Steve Weave. Is down back 3 homing otherwise? Yeah, it is. I just cheated him with Weave. That's crazy. I'm so carried, bro. That is insane. I cheated him. That's fire. He had the read, but I was Steve. Do I rob him here? No, I die. Robbed him. Homing. Yeah. Heat burst into DF4. What about heat burst into down forward 2? Probably tracks. People are god 2 with her. Yeah. High heat burst? With the freeze, it'd be too easy to duck, right? Yeah. But does this track sidestep left? Wow. Is this a Steve thing? Is this move linear? Am I dumb? See you, Heigali. Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. It's at plus frames. Yep. Hmm. Animations. Stance pressure doesn't auto loop. Congrats on 5th, thank you. What else is really dumb about this character? Is this toxic in practice? I don't think so, because you can just power crush, right? Anyways, let's watch more of this. Oh yeah, it does. It's like her cheap stuff. She has cheap stuff, but we're both still doing shit, which I think is cool. Hmm. Oh, what? Speed kicks combo. Damn, nice. Nice carry, Jesus. Oh, yeah. BDX punish. Damn. Speed's combos are hilarious. Ah, nice. Sidestep left against the DF1. So they're doing the homing move now. Nice. DF2, DF2, DF2. This dude. Boop, boop. Backdash DF2. Hilarious. This might be the game to show. Like now in this position, you have to guess, right? I'm glad I didn't try to do this yesterday. I would have been way too tired. Nice. Oh. Stance cancel heat smash. The second hit of DF11 is chunky. Yeah, look at this. Raw stance from here was like it doesn't connect. Then you get hit out of trying to go closer. What does your Spotify year recap look like? I'm on Apple Music, so don't have one. I do wish we had the age feature though on Apple Music. Oh my. Jab heat smash gets sidewalked. Yeah, that tracks, which is annoying. Oh, counter hit launch. Caught him mashing. Oh. What was that? Jab 3? Yeah, I looked up Apple Music age thing or whatever. It didn't it wasn't there, unfortunately. Nice. Her animation's a lot more readable. Yeah, they're pretty good. One 3, what is that? I don't remember this string. Is this her 10 string? This is her 10 string, isn't it? High mid -6. Hold on, this might be cheap. Yeah, isn't Spotify doing like AI shit too? That shit sucks, man. Like AI artists or whatever. Damn. He mashed 3 times. That's funny. Wispy ass teep on that string, yeah. Yeesh. ICE recruitment ads for free users? That's insane. Oh, big sweep block. Isn't it a bit busted that she can choose to wall spot left or right? Yeah, I think it's kind of dumb, but in the grand scheme of Tekken 8, if they keep manage power levels and interactions and stuff, I think it's not the end of the world. You know, if there's cool gameplay happening behind it, and then at the point where she gets the reward, she gets to maximize it in a unique way. Do I like it? No. Is it the end of the world? Also no. What's her playstyle around? To me, you harass your opponent with pokes and stance pressure, but you're trying to get them to run into a down forward 2, counter hit down forward 4, sidestep 2. And if, you know, they're playing around not dying to that, then you have other Tekken shit to do. Oh my god, nice rage art. 1-3. Is 1-3 the goated move? She seems strong. She doesn't strike me as a Tekken 8 Season 2 top tier. But I'm sure there is power we have not tapped into yet. And on the way there, it appears it appears there's a good amount of gameplay happening. Which is cool. He has strengths, but is not all around strong. I think the word I would use is like not brain dead. Like she's playing the game. From what I've seen. First impression is she's playing the game. We're not playing simulated rock, paper, scissors in Unreal Engine 5. That's funny. Does he say what he thinks about the character at the end? What'd you say? Good tracking? Yeah, I don't buy the argument that she has shitty tracking. It's more like it's not brain dead homing. Oh, well, except for DF3, right? What are my thoughts on lemonade? A lot of sugar, but it tastes good. All right. I think these are good enough opinions for now. I need to say that these are all subject to change, of course. Now let me pull up some of these other links that I had saved. What's your favorite piece of fan art you've gotten? Me, personally? Like fan art of me or fan art of what? Fan art of me? I've only got like a couple. Um, there was one that was like a little Steve, me and like a Steve avatar that was pretty cool. There's one with like me and Noctis. It's like on paper. I have it here somewhere, but anyways. I gotta bite the bullet and record this shit. Oh, I need the links. That's what I was waiting for. Sorry. All right, so we have some stuff here. Maybe I need to watch a little more. I don't know. Humdy humdy hum. I think I might drop Steve from Miary. She's pretty fun. She's pretty fun. I think the shitty backdash is too annoying for me. I mean, I'm also thinking maybe I should save my opinion for tomorrow. I'm wondering if I should save my opinion for tomorrow. I think I would feel better waiting tomorrow. I know the main man put a first impressions video out, but I'm getting this bad feeling about it. Maybe Friday. Give it a week. Why do you feel like you need to wait? I hate putting out undercooked impressions. That's like a big issue for me, is like I hate putting out something that I don't feel like I'm really like confident in, you know? Wait for some pro matches? That's what I think. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll sit on it. For now, I'll do my TNS run. I think that's something I'm excited to talk about. So I think I'll sit on this a little bit. I'll sit on this a little bit. Okay. Now, what are the matches I want to cover here? Wait to see Atif gameplay? Yeah, maybe. Which pro players do you think is going to throw Miary gameplay in the tournaments first? I honestly don't know if we'll see her in tournaments. The impression I'm getting so far is she's not like brain dead enough to cook her up in a month, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, which matches do I want to show? I think let's see. I don't know if I want to show the Elisa one. Yeah, that's true. Kira was gonna rock her at EMEA, which is sweet. I should do this from my stream VOD, to be honest. Wait, this is not it. Oh, I fought Joe Crush this tournament. How long was my Joe Crush match? It was a 2-0, so I could show this. The Joe Crush match was kind of cool. Let's see. Is that Falco? Yeah, bro. Joe Crush's customs are legendary, dude. How long is this set? 10 minutes? That's not bad. That custom is so fire, bro. I really cooked with that one. I can't lie to you. Is this Instinct Bachata? Yeah. Prince Royce did an album. It's cool. Okay, this Mishima one might be a cool set, but it's really long. Which is the only thing I don't like about it. Lux. There's no way you made Ken Steve. See, you get it. If I have the confidence to Shoryuken, I have the confidence to win. Oh, I really robbed this guy. I forgot. Look at this situation, you guys. Look at how far down I get. Would you believe that I win this one? From here? What's up, Lux? I can't believe you gave me the clinch one. That was the home invasion robbery. So let's see, that's 10 minutes. 11 minutes is not bad. Now, how long is the Nomar match? Maybe this will just be a longer video. You thinking too hard? Thought you would want guaranteed damage with the 2 grab? I see. I see. Oh, I 2-0'd Nomar. I got lucky because he gave me sets before the tournament. I got lucky that he gave me sets before the tournament. Honestly. And then the shadow match. Maybe the shadow match is where I show it. Like, yeah. Be honest with me, you guys. Were the top 8 matches that interesting? I was having a good time because I was kind of gaming, but I feel like in the actual match, like, was the match itself actually that cool? Think I zoned out during the Elisa matches? Yeah, that I don't think I'll show the Elisa match. Maybe I skipped the Joe Crush. I mean, the Joe Crush match was cool to me, but I don't remember. I don't know how actually cool it is. I don't know how actually cool the matches are. You know, 7 minutes. The shadow ones are long, so 29. 40 minutes. Yeah, I think I have to do 3 matches. You thought the Joe Crush matches were cool? I thought they were cool too. I can keep it real. Maybe the Mishima ones weren't actually that cool. It's just Mishima is like, you know, is free audience bait. I probably skipped this one. The robbery was cool though. Maybe I just show the robbery. Yeah, I don't think this gameplay is that crazy. Maybe. Hold on. This our neutral had a lot of downtime. This comeback was crazy. Show the match, said Guts Mishima. This was funny. He sniped the shit out of my jab. Yeah, me Joe Crush for sure. The question is whether I think I just showed the last game. Actually, I have an idea. If I show the bracket, hold on. Douche douche. That was some good robbery. Maybe. People watch my full tournament runs. Maybe I can get through the game. Now the question is, do I show my top 8 match? I think the top 8 matches are too much. Cinnamon, holy moly. Thank you for the 52 months, bro. You might be the longest subscriber. 52 months? 4 years and 4 months, huh? Hey man, thanks. Hope you're doing well. I think the people who have subbed like longer by legacy time have not like renewed as much as you have, so I think that's why you're ahead. I spelled egregious. Oh. To show a bunch of them, I think people watch as long as you're enthusiastic about them. Possibly, yeah. The problem is I can't show the bracket until after the fact. Because there's just no way to do it with the bolded names and shit. Honestly, the Elisa matches are not exciting to watch, so I'm not going to show the Elisa matches. And people see enough Nina on the tournament stage, I think. Oh, but my defense was kind of fire against, well, okay, not fire. My defense was decent against L2K Snake. So that one might be worth showing the last round or something. You know? And then be like, hey, if you want to see my, you know, if you want to see more of the tournament run, you just got to tune in live, you know? This sequence was cool. Although, my defense should have been better. This is going to be at least 1,500 TWT points. This is a NA Online Weekly, but sure. The sentiment is appreciated. The cool part is that I got hit there, and I make a read on that later. So here, after Nina's throw, a lot of Nina's mash. He mashed forward 3, which traded with my Sonic Fang, and I got lucky that I didn't get launched. Actually, what is the frame date on that? Let's see. Okazemi.gg. What would Numon do as a title? Unfortunately, I don't think the Tekken scene has Numon's name in the collective psyche yet. So I'm just gonna say I copied the best Steve player in the world. But WWND is a good follow-up. You know. Yeah, it's 0 on block. Alright. There's 0 on throw break. Emote? Is it just Numon's face? Yeah, I got lucky. That was my cash out. Either it was going to be forward 2-1 or forward 3. That's a shitty punish, but you know, it works. That was fire. That was cool. My defense wasn't great because they should be low parries, but it worked out. Yeah. I don't know why the number sign looks so ugly. When I see the number sign, I immediately am like, ugh, I don't want to watch that or click on that or think about it. I don't know what it is. Do you guys feel the same? That the pound sign, the number sign makes you make you not want to do it? No, it's just me. Maybe it reminds you of censored insults. Yeah, maybe. You feel the same? Okay. The Octothorpe? Who calls it that? The pound sign? Alright, sorry, I got distracted talking Miary Sue with some friends. Okay, let's see. We have the bracket here, and then I'll show the bracket post top 8. I would have loved to fight Epic again. L2K Snake beat him, but I would have loved to fight Epic. Because he is my, like, long-time tournament demon. It seems you stole my father's Spotify playlist with that music. Somebody put me on. I was playing a this song by Carol G. Where is it? I was playing this song by Carol G. Someone came in and said, "You're playing Vallenato music," and I was like, "What's that?" And then I looked it up, and then I found artists I liked that play that, and I was like, "Oh, okay, perfect. Now I have the vocabulary to match my taste." There's definitely like a modernized song, like you can tell, but Spotify Wrapped is blonde women and Latin music. What the fuck? Listen, my taste in music is different. Well, is not fully attached to the taste that my eyes have. Okay. I do like Sabrina Carpenter though, but miss me with Taylor Swift. Okay, let's be for fucking real. Actually, her old shit is alright, but anyways. What, Haley Williams? I don't know her that well. Paramore? Oh. Not on my regular rotation, but she's good. If that makes sense. Playing Miary yet? Not today. I need to wrap up soon, actually. So let me just start recording this. And you stop thinking about Miaris right now and just do this video. Okay. How do I want to talk about this? Newmon. Oh yeah, I copied Newmon. The plan. I feel like fucking Nathan for you. Nathan Fielder. All right, let's give this a try. All right, chat, you ready for this? Places, everybody. We want a good one taker, okay? It's been a minute since I've done that. We're gonna try. All right, you guys ready? Let's do this. I'm gonna mute the alerts for now. Mods, can you pin a message saying I have alerts muted just in case, or like questions, you know, the usual stuff. Somebody commented on my tiger uppercut thing. He's a regular. I just saw the comment. It said, remember how I was saying he's at the end of his rope, but I couldn't find the right phrase? So somebody was like, I kept saying at the edge of his rope, or at the whatever, and then somebody said, yeah, thanks for the video, Fee. I've been edging my rope the entire time. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, dude. Disgusting. Disgusting work. All right, let's try this. Am I off center? Whoa. What's happening here? There's a lot of shit on this screen. Why are there two face cams? Oh. What the fuck? Alright, cool. Better rule of thirds anyway? Oh, this shirt is on the back. Why didn't anybody tell me? I was taking thumbnail pictures later. Make sure we're recording this one? Yeah, good call. Alright. I won't have music in this. We'll see if that's necessary. Music is probably necessary now that I think about it. So I'll just put on my Tekken playlist. Where's this? Where? This is all... Oh, there's a Mario Kart song. Can't play Mario Kart song. This is pretty good, right? It's not super loud, is it? Like, once the gameplay is playing, is this going to be loud? It's pretty balanced. Because I'll be yapping over this the entire time, so I don't want it to be too overwhelming. Usually for tournaments, I have it up to -25 like this. You know? Is that too loud under my voice like that? Maybe I turn off the compressor. This is probably way better. This is pretty good, I think. What do you guys think? That cowbell goes so fucking crazy. Pretty good? Cool. All right. It's really good. Okay. Damn. Well, that's a good way to get me started. All right. Since the start of Tekken 8 and going into Season 2, I've not had the easiest time playing Steve Fox. I think he's a pretty hard character. He's boosted in a lot of ways. He's really strong. But I felt like he has matchup problems. I felt like he doesn't always get to do what he wants, which is not how I want to argue because every character has matchups they can't do what they want. Since the start of Tekken 8, I've had some issues playing Steve Fox. It's not that I don't think he's strong. He is boosted in a lot of ways. But I felt like he's had problem matchups. I felt like he struggles in the meta of Tekken 8 Season 2 that's a lot more aggressive and really values like high damage forced mix-ups rather than defensive counter hit play. So I felt pretty not competitively motivated to just grind Steve. But then Numan Chowdhury from Pakistan won. Do I want to spoil Tiger Uppercut at this point? I've had a hard time playing Steve in Tekken 8, both in Season 1 and Season 2. And don't get me wrong, I do think the character is boosted in a lot of ways. But I've always felt like he was weaker than the best characters in Tekken 8. I felt like he has problem matchups. And in general, it's been hard to really commit to grinding this character on a competitive level. Well, after Numan Chowdhury from Pakistan's performance in Tiger Uppercut recently... Oh, yeah, I was going to say good performance. Okay, I got it this time. Take 4, it's going to be perfect. Ready? I've had a hard time playing Steve in Tekken. I can't smile in the beginning. Okay, ready? This is the one. I've had a hard time playing Steve in Tekken 8 Season 1 and in Season 2. I've just felt like the character has some problem matchups, and he's a bit difficult to wield in a first to two. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think he's strong. I think he's boosted in a lot of ways. He's just not the best competitive investment as like a solo main character. Well, my opinion has recently changed after Numan Chowdhury's performance at Tiger Uppercut. He is a Pakistani Steve main. He does have other characters. He has a Paul. But in this tournament specifically, he went Steve for his entire run. If you're curious about how he did, we have the top 8 coverage in a previous video. I'll link that below. But needless to say, the way he was playing and the way he was performing was kind of inspirational. I was like, he was finding ways to problem solve and finding ways to deal with harder matchups. And I wanted to take what I saw in that tournament and try to apply it to my own gameplay. And so that's what I have for you today. I entered a weekly tournament the next, 2 days after the tournament. This is Tampa Never Sleeps number 93. It's a weekly online American tournament that happens every Tuesday. Now, the matches are listed below, and if you want to see them as they happened on my VODs channel or on the Twitch VODs, I have the timestamps here for you below. But as you can see, 5 matches. The 5th one will just be the final round because it's a lot of gameplay. And I put on a performance I was super happy with. This is pretty much all the preliminary information you need. We'll go through the matches one by one. I'll commentate them, tell you what I was thinking, and maybe you'll pick up some stuff on either how to play Steve or how to play against Steve. Timestamps will be below if you feel like jumping to a particular matchup, but a lot of these matches I think you'll find interesting. We have a Jack, Joe Crush, the Jack of America. We have a Kazuya player who's pretty mechanical and technical. He was a challenge. We have Nomar, an Eddie main from Atlanta, who is on Miary's, and he was one of the first people to get her to God of Destruction, and God won. Obviously, we have one of the best players in America, if not the best, Shadow 20Z. And then we have L2K Snake, a Nina main, That match, I just want to show some cool moments because the video will get a bit long if we go all the way. But that said, let's get started. We have Joe Crush for the first one here. Now, to avoid too much overlap, I should switch to this layout because we have chat below me and chat on screen there, and I don't want to cover up everything. Hopefully this is good. All right. Actually, we'll do this. Yeah. I didn't start the fucking music. Whatever, I'll have my editor do this. All right. So, this match occurs in top 48. I won my pools matches, made it all the way here, and Joe Crush pulls up with the Falco customization. Oh, I can't cut the audio because okay. So I can't play music. I have to do this. Okay, so first match is against Joe Crush, customized as Falco. This is in the top 48 side, so I'd already made it through the pools matches, and now I'm fighting the Jack of America. Now, first thing when I watch Newmon play, because I'm copying his style, is I want to make my intentions unclear. And sometimes Steve can get a little easy to fight against if you're obviously trying to play clean for too long, right? And I'm not saying I'm the cleanest Steve player, but I try not to make my decisions too obvious, which means even though I have a huge health lead here, I'll still go for like the stomp low. I'll still go for the guard break high. There, I didn't mean to do 2-2, but it adds a little splash of that unpredictability. You know what I mean? So 1-2-1 from a distance, some flicker jabs. I weave away, but I didn't get the whiff punish in time. He does the power crush there. I finish my string just to get as much damage as possible. Now it's my heat state. I just do the 5 Fox Fury, pushing him to the wall. Sonic Fang. Little whiff punish there. I would have liked to get more, but 1-2-1 heat smash counter hits Joe, and I have a great position here. Now I want to play a bit conservative, right? Break the throw, down 2-1. I don't need to force anything here. I don't need to kill him too fast. Joe is going to be ready to rob me if I get too thirsty for the kill. 3 down forward ones. Let him do that. I could punch parry it technically, but wasn't ready for that. And the QCF1 from the tip. So presenting a slower style of play in that round. Okay. And something that Newmon does is he makes it very unclear if he's going to play fast, if he's going to play slow and defensive. Is he going to just walk up to you and sit still? Or is he going to play aggressive mix-ups? So honestly, I forgot what I did here. So we'll check it out and see. 1-2-1. Okay, a little lean back. I backdash and he chases me with a little sweep. Dash up and backdash. I try to rip a Sonic Fang to catch his forward movement. Obviously, Joe Crush did nothing. Sidestep right is getting around his 2-jab. Weave, okay, adding a few more responsive options right as he swings at me. Counter hit his Matterhorn attempt. Little weave back. Joe Crush is chilling. I miss the whiff punish. Okay, heat burst. 10 seconds left, and I do a down jab just to try to control him, and he happens to clip me with the homing move. Super unfortunate. He's going to rage art, and we, with the power of being from the future, can fast forward through this. I still have a pixel left. 3 seconds on the clock, and he flies away. I knew this was some tech. I did not know Steve's option to catch him. Maybe my Shoryuken could have hit him, but I'm not sure. Okay, 2-2, I messed up trying to do a 2-1. And that's something that was tough here is after coming back from not competing a bunch, I make a lot of mechanical errors. But I was really happy with like my decision making in this set. Low parry there. Don't let him get away with too many lows. And it's not that I don't want to get hit by the low. It's more like I'm confident he's going to run the low again. I can win some damage. And that lets me play these future situations with kind of less urgency for the counter hit. All right, flicker jab counter hits for a guaranteed follow-up. He power crushes, and I run into it. Now I rage art. This one, as soon as he dash blocked, I knew I was going to die. He had me. He knew that I was getting a little antsy to kill him, especially after the first round was so close, or like the first game point round when I was up 2-0. Now that it's 2-2, I have to continue to be a little less predictable. I don't want to force the kill, but I don't want to completely turtle up either. I'm down to half HP. Chase him a bit, but I'm not swinging too hard. It's not going well. Okay, break the throw. Down 2-1. Block both hits of the low. Nice. I can't say I knew. It was just kind of a guess. He tried to do the flex. I don't know if there's a benefit to that, but he doesn't break the throw because of it. Can't backdash the heat burst there. Nice sidestep there and whiff punish with a 5 Fox Fury. Okay, try some extended duck pressure, but he stays down. And here I get a little too greedy, I believe. He hits the heat dash. I spring kick and I try to go low on a delayed timing and he low parries. So down to the wire, pretty close. I had a really cool moment here where I could have killed. Right here, I think I hit a flicker 1. So after this whiff punish, I hit a flicker 1. And on counter hit, if I do the other extension, I can wall splat him. But I was not ready to confirm that. So instead, we get this situation where I counter hit him and just put him in crouch. So pretty tough. But, you know, it's all good. Right here. Boom. Put him in crouch instead of killing. But that's fine. We go to the next. After he gets that low parry into Rage Art and kills me. Technically, you're supposed to rematch to different stages. But in TNS, especially for repeated competitors, some of us just hit rematch so fast and it's kind of whatever, especially before top 8. A little whiff punish on the bubble. Now I'm running up and running some more back ones, some 2-1 strings. Jack doesn't have a good sidestep, so I can run the 2-1 plus frame pressure a little better. Block punish on the down forward 2. Could have been a Sonic Fang. But now he gets an actual launch. So all of the little lead I have accumulated is diminishing. And now I have to guess at the wall here. Okay, new wake up situation. He has plus frames. And I see him flexing, but I just wait out his heat gauge. I'm not in a rush to land a hit. Find the heat engage, and now it's my job to close this out. Nice power crush from him. Terrible punish by me. I read the seed plant and I tried to do some crouch cancel, like maybe up forward 2, right? Or maybe some kind of, because I knew you have like a million years to punish this. So I stand up and do Shoryuken. But I was so like, oh, I had a good read. I had a good punish and kind of froze. So if you've ever felt like that's happened to you, you know, I'm there too. I foolishly read chat and answer a question, but I still get this nice opening. Clinch. Find the blink. I don't know if it's a 1-frame link. I think it's like a 2-frame link, but it's pretty tight. Okay. Not the best wall combo, but good enough. Missed the link there. That would have closed out the round. He misses his block punish. A weird spacing issue. Running 2 kills. So I speed up the tempo a little bit. I had been playing the past few rounds pretty safe. Again, taking from Newmon's philosophy. Have like millions of different options. Decide, not randomly, but decide different ways of playing so that your opponent exposes themselves. You know, and in this case, because Joe has been able to mount comebacks while I'm trying to play a bit more careful, I tried to speed it up. Right? Now he sees me slowing down a little bit more and is able to flex from a distance and get the make some noise claps going. So I decide to weave in response. His heat smash is gone. I still want to get into heat now. I haven't been prioritizing enough heat state in my games, so that's something I was also focused on this tournament. Bad punish! But luckily I don't get killed for it. Okay, I waited out his power crush. Now I'm running my own pressure. That's not a good punish, VDX. Okay, peekaboo lows. I hadn't been doing any of these. Block punish his mash attempt. He's still not ducking on the Lionheart, but I'm not letting that get to me. And then on that last guess situation, I did duck. So he's on game point here, or set point here. Duck the high and launch. Got, like, triggered his response with the 1-2-1, duck underneath. I don't know what that combo was. I'm not even going to pretend that I knew. Guard break here. Can't be afraid of, like, dying. So I run the stomp. He gets the call out on that one, but I accept that. There's no, I was saying Joe's tapped into when I want to be greedy, but truthfully, that's a risk I want to accept, to destabilize the game outside of just the same interactions we've been having. But now I chill out. He gets the clap on my backdash, just clipping my movement. I blocked that one, but no punish. Okay, just swinging at his armor, and it works. 5 Fox Fury. Bad punish again, and this time he gets the whiff punish. Oh, but he drops the combo. Run up, and this time I give him a taste of his own medicine. Dash block, block the Rage Art. All right, time for me to be on equalization point here. What's my strategy? Raw launch. He misses the punish. Even he was caught off guard by that. Run up back 1. So I'm speeding up. He plays situations a little more tight. He's speeding up too. Now we both chill out. And he finds a nice low parry on his backdash, right? After a few block situations, finding the low parry there was pretty nice because he could tell that I wanted some damage. Why was I surprised? Because I don't remember these matches super in depth. And then he spams 2 jabs to try to get me to tweak out. I find the low parry. Turns out highs and lows are not really a super scary mix-up. I try to go for a Twitter combo video here, but I drop it there. Okay. Catch him going low. Small punish. Get as much as I can, but it's not a lot. Extended duck. Try to catch him ducking, but he doesn't bite. 10 seconds left. I'm running out of time. Running 2 for plus frames. I might have to go low. Oh, but I got the whiff with the outfox, but I hit the wrong button. This would have killed. Over here, if I hit the 2, it launches. And I have rage. We can kill him. But I was so unprepared. I hit 1. So I talked about having like mechanical errors. That was more of like a decision making unfamiliarity, like mental rust. Does that make sense? This isn't me making excuses for losing. This is just pointing out like what is required of a competitor to stay super sharp is not easy. Right? It's not just are your hands doing the thing, but are your brains and eyes also doing the thing when the match is happening. So I lost 2-0, but I was pretty happy with how close it was, how I was making good decisions, and even though I lost, I was creating the opportunities to get the win. So if I'm sharper, I think Joe will have a bit more trouble next time. GG's as always. Now we have Lux WYD. Lux, what you doing? Kazuya player, I've never fought him before. And in tournament, even though I think Steve Kazuya is a pretty good matchup for Steve, Kazuya has gotten a lot of tools that make it harder, right? He's got a Demon Paw now, an advancing mid. So even though I'm using these duck-ins as Steve, going low, or like ducking under his highs, he has answers for that now. That Demon Paw made it whiff, though. That was sick. So I want to still play to go underneath the highs because I want to shut off his electric and his jab. If he's doing the mids, they're slower, and they're minus, so they give up his turn. And if he decides to hit me out of my duck more often, that gives me other counterplay, like back 1. So Kazuya is a bit more tough, but I'm still playing the way Steve's used to play in the past. All right, I'm backdashing, trying to let his heat timer run out, 1-2-1 a little bit, delayed peekaboo pressure, right? Trying to use this up-close space and take advantage of the fact that Kazuya's pokes are a bit weaker than Steve's. You notice Lux WID is doing some jabs, some down 4s, but that doesn't bother me too much. As long as I don't eat the electric and the down forward 2, I'm probably okay. I'm sidewalking left a lot, try to get around the hell sweep. QCF1 clips him trying to stature kick me. All right. Some delayed 5 Fox Fury. Space out a bit. He's doing these empty wave dashes, but no threat behind them has come out yet. So I'm not letting him pressure me. Nice duck under my up back 2, but no launch. Okay, down 1+2. I don't react. Dash up block, dash up block. I don't want to eat the electric, but I don't want to slow down too much either. Backdash, backdash. Okay, his 1-1-2 is good. I mash into his CD 1+2. Nice block. Okay, I clip him with the last hit. I try to whiff punish the kip up, but it recovers too fast. That's so crazy. I hit this rage art when I see that he started it. And he's still airborne. But this move just recovers too fast, and he's able to block. So we tie up the rounds. I notice he's playing that slower pace. I try a robbery, like instant full crouch down forward 2. It happens to work. Just trying to change up that pace of the super slow neutral we were playing before. Again, what would Newmon do, right? QCF1, QCF1. I'm running the mids. He's playing pretty safe. I might put some stomps in, but, you know, let's see what mood I was in that day. It's not all calculated when it comes to Tekken. There's a lot of vibes-based play. Okay, peekaboo down 1. Nice duck on the second hit of the down forward 1, too. So I'm keeping that in mind. If he's ducking the second hit, that gives me more, like, frames to work with. Stomp on his feet. Yep, I thought so. And clip him moving. Actually, it was a counter hit. He did sidestep button. Okay, I knew he had options. So I just block, but then I eat the whiff punish. I'm looking for the hell sweep. He catches me on an off timing. Side roll spring kick. He was outplaying me here. I can't lie to you. If you look at this whole situation, he was cooking me. All right, I dropped the kill. Here, I try to just finish him off. Pause. So I block this. I try to down 2. It's not in range. He backdashes and gets a nice whiff punish. And look at how he plays this situation with the hell sweep. I'm going to slow it down. He does wave dash, dash, wave dash, block, dash, and then hell sweep. And I stand up. It's like a really, really nice way he decided to use his movement to attack my defense instead of just forcing a mix-up right away. So I thought that was pretty cool. Down 2-1 a couple times. I notice he's playing slower. Usually you don't down 2-1 as Steve too much because it gives up your turn. So, but if he's not going to take his turn, it's no issue. 1-2. All right. Stay patient for the down forward 2. Don't let him rob me. I have such a huge lead. Just don't let him rob me. Keep it solid. Stay in frame. I get counter hit. He's wave dashing. Just don't bite. Heat smash whiff. A little scrub tactic. Little scrub tactic. First hit of the heat smash whiffs. The second one can still sometimes track. Sometimes you just got to rob a guy. All right, so I notice he's playing slow. I run a ton of lows, get a big lead, and then try to keep it solid. Game 2 comes around, and Lux has some adaptations ready. 1-1-2 whiff punish is good. Okay, 1-1-2. Again, I'm trying to go underneath his highs with this duck in stance, a little Steve privilege, but he's not really responding. So I may just have to go back to running the lows. Okay, here he's getting a bit more active. You would be surprised that this is a Tekken 8 match. Okay, clip him with the duck 1, get a free follow-up. He's maneuvered to get me to the wall. I don't know if you picked up on that. With just defensive movement here, he's gotten me to the wall. I had a great position here. He sidestep blocks, sidestep ducks, and now my back's to the wall after this 1-1-2, and this is really ugly. Okay, duck and punish the electric. Sidestep duck was great there from him. He's ducking my back 1. He's playing a lot of defensive movement, and Steve doesn't have like a big hell sweep. So I have to handshake this and be willing to be a little slow. I can't overextend and let Kazuya, well, rob me. He's in heat now, and I get clipped by the Demon Paw heat dash. A little bit of Tekken 8 right at the end of it all. But we ran down the timer with a lot of movement, and honestly, I was having a good time. Even though it was intense, I didn't want to lose, eat an electric, eat a counter hit down forward too. I was having a pretty good time. Chat was flaming his combos. We do have a regular Kazuya main in the chat, and he was surprised at this combo game. But I thought a lot of the interactions we were having back and forth were pretty fun. Running 2 catches him trying to hit me. Pretty rare counter hit running 2. Counter hit. There's the wall splat I was talking about in the Joe Crush match. Flicker 1, down 1. Which ironically is a move that goes forward and hits high. It doesn't make sense to me. I got duck duck goosed, but it was really my movement. Sometimes you guess wrong, and sometimes your Korean backdash just isn't clean enough. 2 rounds, despite what was looking so good. That feels bad. That feels so bad. Can't let it get to me. Have to stick to the plan. Back 1 clips him from far away. He caught my rear, but misses. Okay, it's a scramble. Thatcher kick. I decide to chill out. 1-2-1 after. I'm playing up close. Splashing in some new moves, right? So I told you how Numon likes to change his strategy pretty regularly. I think of him as a player with like a utility belt of play styles, setups, flowcharts, whatever. And he will change it not just when his current one stops working. He will sometimes just switch tools in the middle of it. So that's me trying the armor move and the over here and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's not looking good this round. I have to get into heat, but I can't just heat burst because he can jab me. Okay, I managed to block that, but I get clipped by the mid. 3 straight rounds from Lux. So clearly, he's found ways to rob me. He's clipping my movement. My counter adjustment has to just remain unpredictable. When the tension is high, when my tournament, like this is loser side, when my tournament life is on the line too, I can't fall into the same flowcharts and patterns. And I know that's easier said than done. But this is where I will practice that. I'm nervous. I want to win. How do I keep changing my strategy? So now I'm going in and swinging, doing some flicker stuff. Peekaboo 2. That was That was a setup from an online player I ran into the same day. Nice. Peekaboo down one. Peekaboo mids, peekaboo jabs. Just getting a bit more active. And so is he, moving in and hell sweeping. Dash jab, 1-2-1. Flicker jabs, get him into crouch. Sonic Fang. Create a little bit of instability, right? So here, I'm minus 5. But Steve rarely gets that minus and then keeps going. I went that minus, I usually give up my turn. I swing a Sonic Fang. That's why it hit him. Changing up the rhythm, creating a slightly different situation, and capitalizing on the habits of both of us. All right, running more peekaboo offense. Does he duck the second hit? No. And by playing in a different way, it disrupts the comfort of the Mishima player. When can he wave dash? When can he swing the down forward 2? He still finds a counter hit, but it turns off. Well, not necessarily turns off. I knew he was more of a passive player, so I had a hunch that by playing a bit more unpredictably, by swinging a bit more, he wouldn't be comfortable moving forward as much. I clip him there. Who does that option? Okay, he's sidestepping. I know he wants to get off the wall. So I get a little sidestep weave. I've cornered him again. He clips my armor with a forward 3. Very, very tight timing there. But luckily he drops the combo, and I whiff a heat burst and just give him the rest of the round. That was bad. That was a nerves heat burst. That was not good. Don't do that. 1-1. I'm breathing very audibly into the mic, and I try to get greedy with my frames. He gets a counter hit down forward 2. Carries to the wall, but doesn't get clean Okazemi here. Nice little whiff punish. Sidestep duck again under my up back 2. So I know his defense is pretty sharp. He's trying to sidestep duck to cover as much as possible and not get hit by the homing moves. So what do? Run up and grab him, run up block. Changing it up. Eating an electric. Not part of the change-up plan, but it was good timing on his part. Little delayed electric after twitching forward. I have to guess for my life here. Block, success. 2 throw instead of heat burst right away. Nice. Now I get the heat burst, and I just block. I was swinging, attacking, heat bursting, and then at the end, just block. He tried to go under a high. Now his electric blows me up. Okay, combo drop. Once again in my favor. Get off the wall. I guess I'm getting off the wall by swinging. Down 1+2. Sidewalk left is good, but I missed the whiff punish. It looked cool, though. Down 2-1. Okay. Patricide fist, and I just mash. Sometimes you're minus, and you just mash. I'm Steve Fox. You can't overextend your offense against me, right? And because he's been playing so many delayed timings, there's really no reason for me to mash usually. But that's the Newmon effect. Sometimes you do something that isn't based necessarily on what your opponent has been historically doing. Should be a simple closeout here. All I have to do is get him to the wall, stomp on his feet or something. Maybe a 1-2-1 to counter hit him. 8 seconds, and he gets a counter hit. Electric on my jab. That was really good. And now it's a final round situation. And Kazuya can just do it to you. So I'm sidestep left ducking. I'm running in. I'm trying to keep the pressure high while not running into electric. He ducks but doesn't punish. And I get clipped again by forward 3. It's not looking good. He drops the combo again. Extra chances for FDX. QCF1. Back up. Yeah! I treated my minus frame move as if it were plus. So I get counter hit launched. 69 damage. Again, lucky for me. He doesn't get more, but 1-1-2. I'm running out of chances. It's looking so bad. I should be dead. Wait, 47. 2-1. He gets heat engaged on. Clinch grab. He breaks 2 instead of 1. 95 damage, and he ducks for the stomp. And even I cannot believe. Look at me down there. I cannot believe that happened. From the jaws of defeat, would you have thought, what would you bet money on right here? Who would you bet money on the winner on right here? Guess here. If I duck, DF4 kills me. If I stand still and he stature kicks me, I die. He went DF4, and he ducks a little too long. That's the first wrong decision. Second wrong decision, guess better, buddy. No, but if you break the 2 grab here, you won't get wall splatted. That is hard to do, by the way. A little credit for that one. Execution under nerves, VDX, known for dropping basic combos and punishes. You know, gotta pat yourself on the back sometimes. So, we advance to the loser's side, and you might be mentally fatigued at this point. You might be... Let me see. Now, you might feel like this is a lot of detail, a lot of matches. So take a break if you need to. Come back a bit later. We got the timestamps for a reason. Maybe you jumped here because it says Miary Su in the timestamps and you were really interested in seeing that. Regardless of your reason, here we are on some of my favorite matches of the day. All right. Again, the Numon philosophy. Utility belt of options and styles. Don't stick to one. Don't let them know if you're the type of guy that's going to mix them up, play safe, or just go in and do nothing. A lot of styles to play for Steve, and staying flexible is so important. Now, Nomar and I, important context, before this tournament, fought in a bunch of matches. It wasn't an entire 1st to 10, but he beat me 10-2 in the sets before this tournament. Kind of like a warm-up. All right, he mixes me low out of the plus frame into stance. Does dash out into the Merengue stance into the 1+2 heat engage. My weave gets around down back 3. That is a Steve privilege moment. Not supposed to get around that. Block, that's only -13. I get the wrong punish. Something too that benefited me here too is Nomar wasn't like super knowledge checking me. There are a lot of like launch punishable moves she has that I probably would not have launched if we're being real. But he's playing the character to figure her out too and not just kind of scam wins. He's really interested in this character. So if you don't know, he's normally an Eddie player. Really, really good TWT performances in his first Tekken. Okay, Peekaboo, 2 hits, heat engage, guaranteed. Yep, finish the Wild Man, get a counter hit. Okay, just go for the easy link this time. I don't need the wall splat. The heat dash would kill. Gotta keep it simple. Now, for those who don't know, Miari's key traits to deal with is her stance, her main stance forward 3, Merengue stance, goes under highs. So if he's spamming that, I can't back 1 and 1-2-1. Other important fact is some of her tail moves are unparryable, but it's that down forward 2 that's really annoying. This safe, it's safe. It'll clip movement to her weak side. So if I step left, it'll clip me. But Nomar is mainly cooking me with the transitions to that spear stance. Miary doesn't actually use her weapons that much in her moves. The weapon moves are like her tail and like a snake thing sometimes, but the spear doesn't really come out as a weapon. He like jumps on it. Sonic Fang whiff punish there felt good. Sonic Fang whiff punish there felt good. Part of the benefit of the Numon style where you're like changing your options all the time is sometimes you really can just stand there and people will just whiff because they think you're on some kind of other timing or doing something else. Especially with these long range moves like up back 2. Nomar guesses way better than me. Finds a launch punish. He's going to make up some of this difference here. Miari's combo is only 71 damage from that duck and launch, right? Like, I feel like in the grand scheme of Tekken 8 Season 2 characters, it's kind of low. Flicker 2, little change up. I hadn't shown that move, I think, at all, even in the Kazuya match. Steve has a huge move list, and there are a lot of effective moves. That's not the punish, VDX, -13. Down 2-1 block. Sidestep armor. I was on some BS, for real. Big block, small punish. Big block, small punish. I did a sidestep left duck here after this. Not this one. After this situation. It would have... Oh, I did a backdash duck. My fault. It was not a sidestep duck. In general, the cool thing about Miary, at least in the counterplay, is that it doesn't feel like she has immediate high reward full screen moves, right? So like when I'm doing backdash duck, what would I really die to? Maybe like dash hop kick, or she'd have to do a running 3, which is kind of slower, so I can still stand up. So in general, it feels like moving against this character so far, you know, at this early phase, this is day 2 of the character, so dangerous to form too many opinions. But I think it's feeling pretty decent. I'm not gonna say she's fun to fight against, right? But there's at least some thinking going on both ends. He grabs me out of my power crush attempt. Good decision when I need to get into heat. I don't know how I'm going to close this out. I think I probably just die. Yeah, I eat a low. I mashed after blocking a heat burst. I got frame trapped. Nice timing, beating mine. I have the faster counter hit buttons. In that case, I didn't pick it, but the down forward 2 timing from Nomar was super good. Sweeps my leg. Spin 2. Show some new moves, show some new timings. Spin into nothing. He power crushes. Nice, beating any kind of delay. Back 1 on his run up timing, right? So maybe he can evade a lot of my stuff. But if he's sprinting at me and hitting a button and not going into stance, I can't be afraid to use the back 1, right? Sometimes it won't work. Doesn't mean all the time it won't work. Running 2+ frames. Step on the feet once because I don't want to get launched. Okay. My stagger offense is working. Last hit. Do I go low? I do go low twice. That low is cheap from Steve. It's mainly good as a killing low, right? Because it's low mid. It has to be low parried if you want to punish him for it. But because it gives up his turn, it's not something you want to spam in neutral that much. Okay, I eat a forward 2-2. Staggering up close. So he goes for some sweeps, plus frames into heat engage from the stance, and now this is looking ugly. Nope. It dropped. Unblockable high, even though I could die. Now I go mid again. Tried some nonsense. He interrupts me. 1-1 power crush. I'm going to save the rage for another interaction, just in case. Threaten the stomp, go mid. Wild man finished. I might die here. Guess for my life. Sure, you can robbery attempted. It's looking ugly. 1-1. Running 2. Running 2. He's not folding. Running 2 again. He's ducking, but he's standing up just in time. Stay ducking under the jabs. Very, very tense situation. His defense was on point. Over here. Hadn't shown that for a minute. I've been boxing up close. So now I get an enhanced back step for the whiff punish. No wall, though. VDX combo. 1-2-1. A jab. Recovers just in time. Now I'm boxing up close again, right? He just whiffed. Maybe I can keep boxing now that he's afraid of whiffing. Sure, you can. Right? I was keeping it so small and so tight, and now I explode with a bigger move. Shitty ass combo. Peekaboo lows. I hadn't done any of these before. Doing a bunch of them. I got the damage I needed. I don't have to force it. Block the sweep. That's not the right punish. Down 2-1. And after losing 10-2 to Nomar, I managed to find 2 wins straight in tournament. Appreciate him for giving me the games in the first place, because giving away data that early is not ideal. But yeah, I was really happy with how I played this. This felt the most like Numon to me, right? Boxing a bunch in this like end game here, right? Doing a bunch of strings, things like that, and just creating this uncomfortable pressure situation. Making this comeback was crazy though. Running 2, bunch of big moves. He is ducking. You can see that Miary is ducking right here, and then he stands up just in time. Very, very good defense, and then I find a hard duck. And after all that scrapping up close, I just had the instinct that maybe this would create a whiff, even on one of her biggest ranged moves. So aside from the combos and the punishes, pretty happy with how I played this round. Yeah, that combo was awful. And then this punish here, when I blocked the sweep, should have been a kill. Should have absolutely been a kill. Right? Just launch that with up 2. But we managed to close it out regardless. So GG's to Nomar. And this, to me, is the highlight match of the day. It took a while to get here. Maybe not for you. Maybe you just clicked here. But I was really happy with this set. Shadow 20Z, a longtime rival of mine since the Tekken 7 days. He is an extremely good player. He's been touring the world for the past 2 seasons, dominating everybody, right? Unfortunately, just missed qualification for the Tekken World Tour through the leaderboard, but will be at the LCQ in Sweden. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. He's picked Anna Williams, which I think is a really hard matchup for Steve. She sits in crouch for fun. Steve can put her in crouch, which usually is an oppressive situation, but it gives her a mix-up. So now I have to find a way to counter hit her out of her high evasion, which usually involves not doing back 1 like at all until she starts playing other parts of the game. Luckily, the 1-2-1 and everything is working. But now it's Anna's turn. I have the debuffs. I'm taking a lot of chip. Sidestep right, duck, a little too slow on the punish. I heat burst after blocking the launch punishable move. And then I mash and die. That was really bad. Hey, chat, okay? Chat and YouTube. If you learn anything from this video, don't do this punish. If Anna swings her booty at you, throw a launcher out. Or Steve, throw a Sonic Fang. Do not heat burst, which is a punish, by the way, because she's that minus. And then if she chops you, this is actually other tech. She's 0. So I Sonic Fang, and it's going to be 1 frame slower than her booty. Food for thought. Food for thought. So now, I can't let that get to me, and I'm still trying to apply that Numon style. Not like crazy to the point of like threatening my own life and just doing dumb stuff for the sake of being dumb. But what would Numon do? Keep my intentions unclear. So what does it look like? Okay, she sweeps my leg. Sweeps my leg again. I get the wrong punish, but that's fine. It's something. Need to fight off the wall. I'm throwing some weaves in. 2-1. How does he respond? Okay, he did a down 4. 1-2-1. Usually 1-2-1 is scary because, again, she's crouching a lot, right? But Shadow isn't doing it, so this gives me a little opportunity. Wild Man. Stomp. Okay. Time to get a little aggressive, maybe? I need my turn back, though. Small punish here. Nope, didn't even finish the punish. Up back 2. I still go mid. And with the timer running out, I'm wondering, will Shadow do something? Will he give me an opportunity? No. He just calmly stand blocks, and he's asking me to go low. He says, do you have the balls to go low? I'm just standing here. You're going to have to do it. And Steve doesn't have the best lows. So, my bad. Down 2-1, and he just challenges after because he knows I give up my turn unless I commit to the risky mash. Down 2-1-2 after. Or the mash check, the string finish. Counter hit, down forward 4. It's looking ugly for me. Don't punish. Okay, little confirm off the peekaboo forward 2. Let's run some stance offense. Small whiff punish. Shimmying at the tip, the little Numon, right? Like, I'd done so much offense, what if I do nothing? QCF1 hits now. He breaks the clinch. Sonic Fang. Whiff punish. No, FeedyX, what are you doing? Nice duck. No launch, though. Guard break. Okay, there's the high you were looking for. Or the, non-mid. Down 2-1. Okay, it was not clean, but we made it. We're still in the game. DF1-2-1, change up my strings a little bit. If you're always looking for the same thing from Steve, you can get caught with some pocket sand or a little, dirty boxing. Backdash duck, bash duck, duck. And this is the quintessential Steve problem. This is why I was dooming about this character. She crouched in my face, my 1-2-1 whiffed, and now look at this combo. I'm guessing again. I'm about to die. Do I even have a chance to get in heat? Shoryuken is good. He hard ducked under my 1-2-1, so maybe the launching mid is a good idea. Sometimes you just gotta send it. I dropped the combo. Yeah, maybe 2 times was too greedy, FeedyX. Maybe 2 times was too greedy. This is the situation I was talking about before this combo started. This is why I was dooming about Steve. Look here. I try to stop her offense. I try to control her how Steve normally does. 1-2-1. She just sweeps underneath and I die. So Shadow takes game 1. I do not want to... I told you about the random select is the official rule. So I do not want to play on pack pixels again. We change stages. And now we get Midnight Siege. Not much better. There's still an exploding wall. But I will take 1 exploding wall over 5 exploding floors. 6 exploding floors if you count the top floor one, right? So... all right. Roll mid, just chill out. Play a running 2. I am a bit traumatized by that sweep, but not enough to block it, apparently. This is going to carry to the wall. No, he drops it, but he mixes me again, so he gets a bit more damage. Mixes me again. Okay, my legs. I block it this time, but then my punish is too slow. Low parry. Okay. Yeah. No recoverable health. I would have had to win a lot of interactions. Not totally doomed, but, a little ugly. 1-2-1. Okay. I don't duck that, but that's because there are other parts of the string. Down forward 1, back 1. So I noticed that Shadow is interacting off my down forward 1. So even though I was minus, I put out the counter hit button anyways because it's so fast. A little Steve privilege. Peekaboo, up back 2. Again, I don't want to get obvious. I don't want to tell him, hey, I'm going to mix you up now. Hey, I'm going to control you now. I'm trying to play different spacings all the time. Trying to back up, jump in, spin in. There's duck 1 counter hit. I hadn't shown that flow chart or anything like that. Steve is, honestly, people talk down on flowcharting and things like that. But as Steve, being able to have these flowcharts and access them when you truly want them is actually pretty important. You know, it's a video game, but hitting the punching bag in practice mode, so to speak, and practicing these flowcharts is pretty important to mastering this character. And if you're an opponent of Steve, getting used to dealing with Steve's doing a bunch of nonsense is pretty important. So you'll have to fight a lot of Steves. It's a big like matchup experience type of character. And if you don't know what's going on against Steve, you can honestly stand block a lot. You don't have to interact. Steve is counting on the moment where you decide to interact. And if you don't, he has to go low. I got lucky the combo dropped while I was yapping that whole time and get a while standing 2-2. Now I have the chance to equalize. Shadow does a new string of his own, but I'm fighting back. Peekaboo, that went really far. Sidestep right duck was sick. I ducked, but I stood up right at the end. Oh, first combo to Shadow. I get stepped on, 65 damage. I stand. Okay, side roll, gets away from the next stomp. 1-2, 1-2. Okay. I get counter hit 2 jabbed. Okay, I'm in heat. I needed that. I needed that desperately. Uh-oh, mid. Rage art. The, you know, what do you want me to say? It was a bad rage art. Okay. Elimination point for me. My tournament life on the line. I eat an elbow. I eat my legs. Peekaboo. I need to get some damage, but I can't force the mix-up. One low parry will undo all my work. I just need her to respond. She ducks my back one. Single jab, because I don't want to get blown up. Oh, Shadow's doing nothing. What do I do? Peekaboo low again. He calls it out with the command low parry. He was waiting for me to get desperate to go low. And then he goes into stance, which auto low parries. I can't even be mad, but I took 91 damage, so I'm a little mad. Sweep again. It's looking so bad. 42 damage. He's heat engaging or heat dashing. He's threatening the mix. He wants me to fold. Heat burst something, anything. 1-2-1. He's just chilling out. He grabs my parry. And I have 1 pixel. Sonic Fang, it was something. Running 2. I'm healing a bit. There's 7 seconds. I have to go low. I have to do the guard break. Duck or not, I'm gonna die. Stomp once. I get jabbed. You can take me out of red rank, but you can't take the red rank out of me. Eat down forward 1 rage art. And with 1 literal pixel, we go to game 3. And the song at the time that I was playing said, "You get robbed." If you want to know what it is, come ask me on stream. Game 3. Loser side of the bracket. I actually don't know who put Shadow in losers. Might have been Landon on Falcom Realm. Okay, block the low. Now we're boxing a bit. We're swinging. No more passive play. He interrupts my stance nonsense. I get shot into the wall. I'm getting poked. The wall gets blown up. I am super dead. 20 seconds. And Shadow is getting his get back for that rage art. Counter hit. Okay. Down forward 2, a good option against the full crouch. I run a single stomp. Again, I can't do the same thing. If I get stuck doing the same thing, I'll get downloaded. My timings will be red. He'll find his openings. I have to keep changing it up. I'm Steve. I have the threat of the counter hit, and I have to kind of assume that they're kind of afraid of that, you know? Peekaboo pressure. Punch parry built in. I have a huge lead now, but I got shot. She's getting into heat. Anna in heat. 1-2-1. Try to slow her down a little bit. She ducks. Weave away. Guard break. This is maniacal, and this is Numon's technique. In this situation, would you risk literally losing the round on a launch punishable move? Would you do it? The mid is safer. We can play more interactions. I can get a poke later. But I don't want him to get comfortable. I don't want him to think he understands me. And he probably thinks, why would you go for the guard break? And that's what I want him to think. I want him to be tweaking about that. I go low. He doesn't launch me, luckily. Okay. Small punish there. Cleanse the debuff. Ooh, Wild Man. Half HP. Little weave. I could have launched, but we'll take something. He elbows from downtown, so he's looking for me to attack from that distance. I duck that, but I need to launch it. Chop. Block. Parappa the Rapper, if you know. QCF2. QCF2. Sometimes you just gotta run the lows. Little whiff, but nothing. Ah, he ducked it, but he didn't launch me. Thank goodness. Power crush. He blocked in time. Run up. Dashes. The throw. Sometimes it just works. 4-4-2 counter hitting the get up kick. Set point to eliminate Shadow 20Z. Me, a YouTuber. QCF2 again, just running the legs. I need him to answer it. Well, I don't need him to answer it, but I want him to feel the heat. I want him to feel the pressure for not answering it. Right? I'm dashing in his face. What a sidewalk. That was good. I'm lucky I didn't get murdered for that. He sweeps my feet again. That's like 4 for 4. I haven't blocked a single one. Huge damage. 62 off a low launcher. Low parry. I have gray. I'm going to heal it. I need it. Go into heat to increase the healing factor. The combo's a bit poopy. Okay, I go for the mid just in case he's ducking to deny the clinch. Heat dash. Back one. Spinning around a bit. Extending strings. He mashes out of trouble. Debuff. I don't low parry on reaction. You can react to that. It's a little tough, but... Finish the wild man. Little desperate. Little desperate. 1 pixel. How do we do this? I did try to low parry that, but it expired. And now it's final round. Peekaboo low, peekaboo mid. He's still not biting. A little bit of a hit confirm. Pokey. Homing high. Heat engage. Running 2. Stomp whiffs. He gets a little punish. Block. Wasn't a real punish. Power crush is good. Miss the tornado. He power crushes again. And then he hard ducks. And we close out. 2-1 off the back of one of the most slimy robbery rage arts I have ever done. I still can't believe that worked. Chat is popping off. That feels good. It's nice. It's nice to put up a win. And it's nice to put up a win once in a while, and it's nice to do it off the back of a very FDX coded play. I cannot believe this happened. I eat the 2 jab, I eat a down forward 1, and maybe it's because I was watching Williams XH against Arslan Ash. Link to that video below too. But Rage Art after eating a down forward 1 and surviving the second jab after is a real streamer play. So that was the highlight of the tournament. I have one more bit of gameplay to show you. But basically, this is how if you want some completeness here, this is how the tournament run basically looked at this point. So I went into losers after Joe Crush beat me. We beat Lux, what you doing? We beat Nomar. We beat Shadow and qualified for top 8. And this was off that Numon mindset. Of stay unpredictable. Have a utility belt of styles and flowcharts and pick them out, not when things are getting tough, not when you're succeeding, but a little bit of both. This is what the top 8 looked like. We went out at 5th place. As you can see, Joe Crush won the entire thing. I fought L2K Snake and Cheese Yoni. This tournament, I fought like 3 Elisas, or maybe 2 Elisas. It was a nightmare. It was Nick RM, actually, who came all the way back through losers to get 4th, I believe. So not bad. The last thing I want to show you is just this moment against L2K Snake. This video is getting long. If you want to see the entire match, again, the timestamps are in the notes here. But basically, L2K Snake, friend of the stream, Nina player, took me to final game. And I just want to show these couple sequences because this was cool. We're on Yakushima, which had me tweaking because Steve does so well with walls. I keep swinging into the orbital and I get launched again. At this point, I had made that mistake at least like 5 times in this first 2 alone. Sometimes when you're flow charting, or flow stating, you may not respond to the things that you know you should respond to. Okay, wipe the floor. I put him in crouch, so he takes advantage of that, but I block the second one. Little combo here, not enough to kill because of the HP buffs. So now I have to play the rest of this. I run up and throw. Okay, a Sonic Fang in case he delays a little too much. Now he throws me, and now I'm on the player 2 side, and this is super, super scary. Okay, I don't want to force anything. I don't want to get low parried. And now Nina is stringing me up. I missed the low parry on the can opener, and luckily I block and punish the up forward, up forward 2-2, up forward 1-1. I don't know the actual inputs for this move. There, you need to low parry this. Nina players love abusing this. You need to low parry and get your combo. But I, on the player 2 side, am not sharp enough to do that. I think it's up forward 2-2. It's okay. Yeah, dog. Dog and life partner. Yeah, so up forward 2-1 gets blocked and punished. With people were saying my defense was clean. It was really just enough. Clean defense would have been the low parry, but we'll take it. This is again set point. So L2K Snake and I had tied up. And I'm not forcing myself to interact against these. I'm sidewalking left. He grabs. And this, I was so proud of that read. I was so proud of that read. Convert to a combo. It's not enough damage to get like near lethal, so I actually hold my heat. Catch the rear here, but suboptimal back turn punish. I think that's escapable. Doesn't even matter. Shoryuken. Look at this one more time. Okay, wait. Actually, I need to redo that. Okay, it's up forward 2-1. That's what it is. Before we go to the final round, look at this thing real quick, okay? Look at this interaction here. After the throw break, Nina is 0. So most Ninas will put out a counter hit threat here. I get counter hit by forward 3. Luckily, L2K Snake drops the combo, but I should have taken a lot of damage. But I will use this read later. Let's go to the final round. Over here, missed the whiff punish. Okay, hard ducking. Sidewalk left, but he realigns and grabs me, and then I'm ready for the block situation, or the throw break situation. I saw the forward 3 last round. We duck it and get the launch. I didn't go into heat because it's not enough damage to push to lethal. I catch the rear, do the suboptimal back turn punish. I think you can duck that. But sidestep button gets caught by Shoryuken, and we close it out to advance to the 5th place spot where I eventually lose. But yeah, this tournament was a really clean one. I was pretty happy. Well, clean is the wrong word. This tournament was a very motivating one where I felt like my adjustments were pretty good. I stayed unpredictable, and it took a little inspiration from watching Numon, but I think I understand this first to 2 Steve a little bit more. It's not as simple as before in Tekken 7 where Steve had to play pretty clean and do some matchup specific stuff sometimes. I think Steve in this version of the game has to kind of go a little wild to mind control people. You want them to be convinced you're looking for something when in reality you might be looking for something different entirely. And maybe this falls off in long sets. Maybe it falls off against training partners. Maybe not. Maybe I'm pretty confident about that. But in a first to 2 tournament, anything can happen. And I think Steve in this version of the game has to rely on that. I think that's what makes Numon so good, is he is willing to do whatever. And he does it with full confidence and clean execution. And that's why he's so successful in the character. There's not a stubbornness to play one style of Steve. I think he takes everything he can from any inspiration he can and does what it takes for the win. So that was my tournament run at TNS number 93. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much if you stuck around this long. Bit of a longer video, but let me know if this format is working for you. I know you guys generally watch the major commentary stuff. This felt like something in between where it's a bit instructional, bit of entertainment. People ask to see my gameplay, and I happen to pick Steve. So I thought it'd be interesting. Let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Nice. Hopefully the interruption wasn't too loud. Was the dog toy super loud? Or was it okay? The Somnolent, thanks for the 2 months. Not too loud? Okay, sweet. What's up, Sabi? I'm not streaming for much longer, no. Now I don't have anything to watch when you post it? That's not true. We just uploaded another one before the stream started. I think your own gameplay with commentary is one of the best content for people looming you up for Steve. Looking you up for Steve? Yeah. I feel that. Let's see. I need to send this to my editor. I do enjoy watching your gameplay the most on your channel. Thank you. Okay. Then I think I just gotta keep splashing in different stuff. This place sucks. Situationally. You like it here, just not right now. Why did Tony send me this? Why did Tony send me this? That's crazy. Wait, link that post? You could look it up yourself. Link. You guys are tweaking. Who's still live right now? Let's see. Oh, Tony is. All right, we'll raid Tony. Ask him about Sabrina Carpenter's back. Thanks for watching, everybody. Might be on break tomorrow. Check the YouTube. Probably will be back Friday. I really enjoyed being here. I enjoyed your support. Have a good one. That's mandatory. Bye-bye.